Anyways, friends, Drew Coover is back. I'm here with
Andrew.
Andrew. Andrew, how old are you, bro?
41.
You're 41. And we had as I usually do, friends, I usually have a little conversation before I vet these people because you never know. I've been stabbed before and I don't want to be stabbed again. You ever been in trouble like that?
Never stabbed anybody. I've been in a knife fight, but I've never stabbed anybody.
I was homeless on the streets for 19 months back in 94 to 96, and that's pretty much how I ended up getting sober. Getting my life cleaned was a couple months after that incident unfortunately took place down by the Shark Club. How long have you called this home?
Pretty much since I'd say about 2020, yeah, maybe 2020.
About 2020.
2020, yeah.
So have you been since 2020, since you sort of fell and lost, gave everything up? Here's a question for you. Addiction. Do you think people, like, when you get addicted to a substance, whether it be marijuana or the other stuff, we can't use the F word or the C word on this thing, but when you get addicted to something, it's so good that you gradually give up your job and your family and your house and stuff because that's what's sort of powerful and that's all you want?
Yeah, it pretty much takes over your life, right?
Yeah.
So like from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed,
you're in love with your drug.
You're on the grind, right? So
yeah.
Like, yeah.
But it's not a grind at the beginning. It becomes the grind, does it not?
It sure does, yeah. When the money runs out.
So when did you start smoking the marijuana?
Oh, when I was 13, actually.
When did you first get intoxicated on alcohol?
7.
Oh,
that was like at a party, my parents' party, grabbing everybody's drinks and drinking, but not like gone out and drinking and
like 15.
Maybe 14.
Yeah, maybe 14. And where did you grow up?
I grew up here, actually. I grew up in Tsawwassen.
In Tsawwassen. So it's a nice place to grow up in, a nice, small, quiet community.
Yeah. But I was hard to handle and got bored easily and got into trouble. And
Did you finish high school?
I did.
You did? What did you do after high school?
After high school, I started making porno. Straight porn. And then, I ended up getting caught up in
with some bad people.
Bad people, and ended up becoming involved in
bad stuff.
Bad stuff.
So when did you go from like regular addiction to like bad addiction? Was it like you said around 2020 when you lost your house and stuff?
Actually, I was clean for 17 years.
How?
When I got out of prison from the bad stuff after 7 years, I'm a love of a good woman and my kids.
5 children.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. What are their names from oldest to youngest?
Charisse, Shayna, Dakota, Maximus, and Raceland.
Wow, I got a kid named Maximus. We didn't call him Max, we called him Andrew. Son's Maximus. There's some coincidences here, bro. With some energy going on, eh?
Gladiator wasn't popular at the time. And,
no. So tell me, you had a really sad incident with one of your children, or was it your grandchildren?
It was my middle child, Dakota.
Your middle child, Dakota. Your middle child, Dakota, is not here in this spirit universe with us, is he?
No, he was murdered.
In Vancouver?
In Vancouver.
Was it what was the situation? Was it a downtown sort of a bad situation, like he was in a bad situation? Or was it like just how my friend got stabbed? My friend got killed a couple years ago in his house.
It was a bad situation involving treachery and He was a good kid who believed the best in everybody and trusted too much. And
Did he get caught up in the drug trade and stuff?
no,
So did he get caught up in addiction?
no. He just started dabbling. His baby mama got him to start dabbling with crystal meth.
Okay.
He didn't like it, so he came and told us about it, and which was very good of him to do that. Be open and honest with us, and we got him some help, and he stopped, but he stayed with the baby mama.
So when did you get on the street? When was it? 2020?
Yeah, but mid 2020, I was back out on the street in full blown addiction.
Full blown addiction, and it was basically the H stuff, right? That went to the F stuff.
Yeah, mostly the contributing factor was the loss of my son.
Yeah, that's a life changer, bro. That's a life changer, especially when you have 5 and you lose their middle, or any of them. I'm really sorry, man.
Yeah, which then ultimately cost me my marriage. And
where are your children now?
they're with their mother. My youngest is 22, so
wow.
Yeah, he's doing schooling, and hopefully he's going to become a computer tech. And
So you started young. You had kids young.
I imagine in prison.
In prison. Where were you in prison?
Oh, it was here. Yeah.
Back east or in
Nope.
Vancouver, BC?
In BC.
In BC.
Yeah.
So let's go on and talk about your experience being in Vancouver. Have I know, hey?
I used to love this town.
What's the biggest things you've seen that changes? Is it immigration? Is it drug addiction? Is it the difference between rich and poor? What is it? What's the biggest 1 or 2 things?
Multiple things. Difference between rich and poor is one of them. The atmosphere, the drugs, and it's Vancouver feels like it's a kettle that's starting to boil, and pretty soon it's gonna explode. You know what I mean? Like it's.
I do a lot of work. I talk to a lot of people down in San Francisco and in LA and in Texas. I got some people in Florida, Louisiana, New Jersey, New York. So I do talk to a lot of people throughout the U.S. and in Canada, a couple of people back east. And they all say similar things. The metropolitan cities have just gotten completely out of touch with what used to be our reality just 7 years ago. What do you think's the biggest contributing factor to that? Do you think it's the drug trade with this new drug that came into production 10 years ago?
Yeah, I do think that's part of it. But with Vancouver, mostly it's the police.
The police. Can we talk about what's happened in the past month and a half? I'm sure you're aware the city mayor and the police chief got together, and there was a $5 million fund to hire more police to go on the street. And I've noticed a massive increase in violence in the past just a month. What are the police doing that are making people so much more aggravated?
Well, they are interfering with people's lives, and they're not completely honest. And they like to get you on something, and if they can't, they'll make up something.
Yeah, and so if you are and you weren't, but if you're smoking on the pipe over there or right here, and a cop sees you, what's their mandate? Do you know their mandate's just to come over and tell you to move?
The mandate is to come over, and they make you crush your bubble, and they might search you. They'll run your name. If you have a warrant, go to jail. Or they could, if they find drugs on you now, they can charge you with them now.
Well, here's a funny thing. You go to jail for how long?
For drugs?
For anything.
Well, not very long.
Did you hear about the guy that hit and run, an alcoholic drunk driver, hit and run a family of 4 and a 7-year-old died out in Surrey about a week and a half ago?
Oh, no.
Yeah, a week and a half ago.
I did not.
Do you know what happened with that guy that they actually caught him? They caught up with him. Good. They busted him. Good. Guess what happened to the guy?
What?
He was released the next morning at 5 a.m.
For what?
Because that's the rules. That's our laws. That's our liberal laws. We don't want to hurt people's feelings that hurt children that are 7 years old. Is it ass backwards? Is it ass backwards?
You can rape a woman,
No, well, we
molest
can't
a
say.
child, but don't you dare touch the man's money. Right?
Oh yeah, no doubt, eh? If I was a billionaire and they came after me and they stole my billions, that person would go to jail for a long time. But if I had a kid and they did something wrong to my kid, they'd be let. 720 people in Ontario have been charged with SA offenses and are now on house arrest. They're not putting them in jail because, one of the MPs back east said it's cheaper for us to just put them on house arrest. What do you think about that?
I think that is ridiculous.
We know it. Hey, can you just give a facial expression to what happens to people that are that do SA crimes down here? It's bad.
Catch up with you.
It'll catch up with you in a bad. You might be hanging from one leg outside of a window downtown through the alleys or something like that.
You'll be hanging.
You'll be hanging. You'll be hanging. Okay, bro. Let's go to a good place. So we just got walked up on 3 security guards from Paladin, and I just can't. Absolutely, there's so many of them all over the place, and they're harassing everyone, including me to now. Because you're coming, 2 of you are coming to talk to me. Why are you talking to me? 2 security guards are walking up on us. Thank you, bye. I don't need to talk to you. If you want to do anything, call the cops. Go call the police. Thank you. No. Call the police, please. Okay, but then leave. I'm not going to talk to you. Have a nice day, Paladin Security. I'm not talking to a Paladin Security person. Have a nice life.
Okay, how long are you gonna do?
I will be here for another 2 hours, right here. 2 hours, yeah, maybe 3. Okay, well then phone the cops. Okay, thank you so much. These Paladin security people are beating people up at the hospital, at St. Paul's Hospital, beating the knockers out. You know this too? At St. Paul's Hospital in the garage? Yep. They just beat up a girl that was in Surrey, a 16-year-old native girl coming out. It's a Victoria's Secret. They beat the crap out of her because they thought that she had stole something. Bro, I get just jacked up right now. They opened up her purse after they beat her up. There was nothing there. They beat up a friend of mine in Ottawa, just beat the shit out of him. He was coming out of the hospital. The 2 of them coming up on me. Do I look like a little wimpy guy? I'm sorry, bro.
No.
Let's get back to it. We were going to talk about something positive and that shit rolled up on me. Sorry, friends, but I am sick of the security everywhere. They're all immigrants.
All of them.
They're all immigrants.
I've only seen about 3 or 4 actual Caucasian security guards left in this city.
Yeah. Bro, I want to go somewhere good. So tell me, when I came up on you and we started talking, you told me you were doing methadone.
Yep.
Are you on the methadone program?
Yep.
So you're not using too much anymore.
Trying not to, no.
And one of the things you said to me, I don't want to take the whole interview away, but tell me what happened to make you feel like you needed to start changing your life to get to a better place.
Well, my partner has kids in care in Prince George, and the only way to get them back is that we get clean, and that's not just the only reason why we want to do that, because you have to do it for yourself. We're just sick of the lifestyle, and we're just sick of the stigma and people looking at us a certain way. We're people too, right? And have feelings, and just because we do drugs doesn't make us bad people. Like,
No.
We collect cans. That's how we support our habit. We collect cans.
You seem like a really good person.
I try to be.
Well, it's all we can do, right? Just wake up in the morning, try to be good. So what's the plan for you? What's your next steps? You got a girlfriend. You want to get... Is there any places or any opportunities for the 2 of you go together to go get treatment?
There is actually now. There is.
Where?
Well, one treatment center is in Victoria, for couples. A detox is still.
Do you need detox though, bro?
Um,
You've been around, bro. Why don't you just take a Sublocade shot?
I could do that.
It gets you right out of your habit. You heard my story earlier, right?
Yeah, I did.
You're like 17 years on prescription pain medication, and that's unfortunately how I had to get off of everything.
Wow.
It's the addictive habit of picking something up, or it's the addictive habit of having a cigarette. It's not about the nicotine, it's just all the habits that go around it.
It's a ritual, yeah.
It's hard to get off the streets because you get off the streets and then you're stable in a house, and it's like, as great as it would it be frightening a bit?
Yeah, probably wouldn't want to sleep in a bed.
And from my understanding, you've been institutionalized before.
Yes, I was.
So being on the street, not having sort of rules and sort of you do what you want, when you want, how you want, it might be a bit easier for you.
Yeah, but everybody needs rules.
No shit, Sherlock. Andrew, I really appreciate having the opportunity to meet you, bro.